Hey everybody, it's Kathy P. Welcome back. On this video, I'm going to, talk about Molly, of course. Here she is going after Dre yet again, trying to stir up more misinformation. She's attacking Dre yet again. She's actually doing someone else's live that did a video on Dre. She's actually doing commentary. But it's just beyond the stuff she says. It's just beyond. But anyway, let's just get into it. Well, let's just get right into it.
Because you, my dear, are a social media influencer and you have documented every aspect of your life, which includes your husband, Mark.
Wow, Molly actually got a fact right. She actually spoke the truth about something. The first thing I ever heard her say truthfully in this with this story. Yes, Dre had a huge social media following.
Vaughn, who you have said and proclaimed your love for. You have documented all of your antics, your makeup, your love, your undying love. You've even dressed him up as an old man, presuming that you were going to grow old with him, didn't you? And you used him as a guinea pig while thousands of people watched.
What? She used him as a guinea pig. What? Do you hear how stupid you sound? To even say something like that? Oh my god. Really? You talking about documenting your life? Her, Dre doing it? Girl, take a good look in the mirror. Because you keep nothing private. Sometimes I think this is some self-reflection going on here.
So a lot of people unfollowed you when they saw that you seemed to act differently, right? At least that's what my now Patreons and newfound friends that have followed you have told me, that they've unfollowed you and are now becoming good friends of mine. They said you started to start this diet.
I doubt you have any good friends other than your sidekick, Justin. And you know what? If they turned on her for you, they weren't worth having as friends anyway.
And act a complete certain way, and that you have treated them like crap. Okay, so you started this.
See, this is where I think it's self-reflection because Molly is actually speaking. The thing she's saying is exactly what she does on the daily.
I don't know. There's just always negativity, and you'll find that in life in general, not just social media.
Right.
But I just want to say, my husband is real life fighting for his life. Like that's real.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I'm gonna concern myself with is making sure that my husband heals. That's it.
Yeah, Molly. Her husband is laying in a coma in a vegetative state, and you have done nothing but hurt this family. You've done nothing to help them. You have caused all this drama and misinformation. You created a storyline that isn't true.
Really?
What other people do, what other people say,
Yeah.
that's not my business. That's their business. If they're bothered by things that I've done in my past, well, they need to talk to God because I already have. You know, the only people or person that I need to ask forgiveness for is from.
Listen, sweetheart, we don't need to ask for forgiveness from God. God gives all free will.
Have you never read the Bible or went to church? Yeah, that's part of it. You always ask forgiveness. But then you're soulless, so it wouldn't matter. And she's not your sweetheart. I doubt Dre takes 1 minute of her time for you. Hopefully she got lawyers that will do it for her because she should sue you.
And here you go talking about Jehovah. I think Jehovah, didn't they denounce you from that Jehovah church? We won't
Molly,
get into that because Jehovah has nothing to do with this, so we'll keep Jehovah out of this.
That's who she prays to. So yeah, it does.
Jehovah's not going to save you.
Jehovah. And I already have. And
Oh,
his
wait a minute. You just said God saves everybody. Which is it? You can't get your shit straight. Sorry, but I'm just so over it with you. You did this video for views and clicks because your views are down and you're trying to get things started up again. You're just nasty.
son, Jesus Christ, his blood covers my sins. The Bible talks about your sins could be as, so how does it say? Scarlet red. And his death
Right.
makes our sins as white as snow. So
Saying
any of my
right, Molly,
stupid-
like you even know what
and I
she's
made a lot of
referring
stupid
to.
decisions.
You
don't,
sure
you don't have
did.
a clue.
Any of my stupid decisions that I've made in my past,
Right.
they never hurt other people.
Might require
So,
you to
Really?
do some work.
Maybe I
You
wouldn't
might
even
have
know
to
how
look
to say.
something
Maybe
up.
indirectly, I guess. I don't know, but I'm a very kind.
Something we all
person,
know
and I
you
feel
don't
like I
do.
have to say that because you can see my character, and if I make certain decisions, it's for very specific reasons.
Right. Like hurting all of your supporters by if they ask you a question about how Marvon's doing and you block them.
Molly, again, your self-reflection on what you're doing. Why are you putting this on Dre? This is the things you're doing. You attack and harass people daily. You block people for asking questions. How dare you call someone else out for the stuff you're doing? You know, this video is supposed to be about you versus Dre, but it should have been titled Molly's Self-Reflection because you are just describing yourself.
That's not indirect. Um, you indirectly hurt your family. What? By giving them supplements and putting them on such a strict diet?
Number one, she didn't hurt her family. Her kids are happy and healthy. She actually spends time with her children. So they cook together, they eat together, and she didn't force no diet on no one. You know, why don't you, for once, instead of having everybody else do your work for you, you go do some research and watch some videos. Vaughn was co-signed this diet. He pushed this diet. And there's nothing wrong with the diet. You just jealous that someone could lose weight. Maybe, huh?
That a child is drawing a picture of meat.
He's a child.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can bring up, Dre, but you know what you've done and you've admitted it. You've admitted to it. Let's keep going with
What has she done? What has she admitted to? She's been a good mother. Her kids are happy, healthy, respectful. Her kids are adorable. Vaughn was depressed. It wasn't Dre's fault. Dre did everything she could to help Vaughn. You could see the love they have for each other. But sometimes the person fighting the depression and other issues doesn't see it that they're going to hurt everybody else by what they do. And therapists and psychiatrists have said it's selfish because they leave their loved ones here to suffer the pain of their loss. And that, in a way, that is true. But I don't think Vaughn realized what it was going to do because you just don't think when you're in that state of mind. Again, Dre did nothing. Vaughn sadly tried to unalive himself. And it wasn't because of Dre, because no one can make you do that. That's a decision you make for yourself, your own choice.
your BS.
But what I will not do is feel like I'm being pushed into a corner and obligated to
You're not
speak
up.
on why I make the decisions that I do.
You're not
because that's nobody's business. The only reason why I went public with
What she's saying is right. It's nobody's business what decision she's making. She'll make the decisions that is right for her family, her husband, not you, not your sidekicks, and not his biological parents. She will. It's her family.
what is going on with my husband is because the doctor was giving him formula feed that was really poisonous to his body. And I was desperate for help. And so I made a post. And ever since then, the love that I received,
Are you kidding me? So all of a sudden, you're smarter than the doctors.
That's not what she said. Quit dramatizing this, Molly. And are you kidding me that you would even do this? You know, this woman's husband is in a coma. She's fighting for everything. And you have attacked and destroyed her. You've hurt her income. She can't even go and do her social media platform, her influencing, because of you inciting hate and harassment towards her. Never once have you thought about Vaughn and his children, because had you, you wouldn't have created this whole mess. You created something that didn't even happen. There is no crime here.
Men and women have went through years of training, but all of a sudden you're smarter than them and you know what's better for Marvon than they do. Get with it, lady, please.
Get with it, Molly, please. Because you would be a lot worse if this was your husband. And no one's saying she's more educated, but she does know Vaughn better than any of them. So stop. Stop the hate. Just stop the misinformation.
To keep putting out there, updates, because y'all love us. Me putting my life out on social media, that's not new. I've been doing this for 5 years. You can look and see when this page was created. So I've been doing that for quite some time.
And now you stopped.
But I really appreciate the fact that people really care.
And you know, she did have a bigger platform than you. She's been doing it longer than you. She didn't have to post trash to get likes and views. She posted real life, not garbage, and not a bunch of lies.
About what's happening in our situation.
No.
And their focus is on making sure they pray. And
listen, sweetheart, don't get it twisted. We care about Marvon and the children. We don't give two shits about you.
Sweetheart, you're getting it twisted. What have you done for Marvon and his children? What have you done? Nothing. You have turned this into a hate campaign. And for what? For your views and clicks. So you could put money in your pocket. You don't care about Marvon or them children. All you care about is you, Molly. That's it. You've done nothing for them except hurt them.
We don't care what happens to you. We care about the children in your hands and in your state of mind. And we definitely care about Marvon. Why are you being so quiet? You brought us in, and now that we ask questions, what happens? You run and hide. Why are you hiding?
Oh my God, I cannot believe the stuff you're saying. You're accusing her. You never ask her anything. Right from the get-go, you attacked this poor girl. You never even had any facts because you are lazy and don't do your own homework. You don't research and check nothing. You vet no sources. This woman has done nothing. And look at what you've done.
Why are you dodging questions?
Whoa, Molly, again with the self-reflection, because you guys have all refused any transparency. You've refused to ask questions. So how is it okay for you but not someone else? If she wanted people to know, she'd have put it out there. You lied and spun this story and put it out there and still refused to answer any questions. Instead, you attacked, harassed, and blocked people and incited harassment against people who did ask questions, who did stick up and say, this narrative doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit because it was all made up.
Oh, because you don't like that, right? Because you want everything your way. You became a public figure, but now you want to shut your big high pie hole. Oh, wait, I forget. Pie is bad, right? Whatever.
And positive vibes and energy to.
And hopefully the reason she's off social media is because her lawyers told her to be. Hopefully she's suing you because Lord knows she has enough grounds to and enough evidence to get you. And I hope she does. But You need to leave this family alone. We'd have updates if it wasn't for you and your sidekicks. If it wasn't for LB and Justin and Goose and Letitia, we'd have updates. But because you guys have incited this hate campaign against her, I wouldn't come out around you either. I would get you legally. And I pray she does.
My husband, and that's so appreciated. Like y'all have no idea, like the amount of love and support that I have.
You're not getting it. He's getting it. The children are getting it.
Received has really helped.
What are you giving him and the children? You giving them nothing. You have nothing to say there because you have done nothing but attack this whole family. Shame on you. Shame on you. But you know, like I said, in my opinion, this video is more about you self-reflecting on the crap you do than it is about Dre.
To keep going. And then besides that, the financial donations that I've received has helped tremendously. You know, Vaughn, his feeding, I pay $60 a little over 2 days. So about 2.5 days, I have to pay $60 for the food that he gets. That's a lot of money. And then I live in Yuma, you know, so me being here in Tucson, we're incurring a lot of expenses. And then just the way that we eat alkaline vegan, it's already pricey in itself. So
you hear that, Molly? You've hurt them. She's got children to provide for. Vaughn needs specialty care. But you've done so much and you've helped so much. Girl, please, take a couple seats because you've done nothing but hurt them. You've hurt Vaughn, you've hurt these children, and you've hurt Dre. And shame on you. Shame on you.
there's just a lot of money being spent. So I do appreciate the fact that people have that desire to help. So I'm going to keep sharing my journey because you guys, most of you guys really do care. And that means a lot to me and my husband because he's always shown his life too. Like it's our life together on social media. It's not just mine and mine only. However, he has shared his life. And in fact, the reason why I know he wouldn't mind me sharing publicly was because I am his world. I am the queen of his world.
Jesus.
Babies of his, all three of them, not just Raza. You know,
all right. Yeah. All right, I'm going to stop you right there, sweetheart.
And so,
do you really think that he would approve of you showing him in his lowest? So you want us to believe that his only way out to get away from you is to go into a shed and do what he did, right? That's what you said.
Molly, you're sick. That is not what was said. You're sick to even say that. He wasn't trying to get away from her. He was trying to get away from himself, his demons, not her. Do a little bit of Google searching to find out about attempted unalivements and unalivements. Go find out. But what you're saying is sick. It's sick and you're lying. You don't even know these people.
Right? That's why you called 911, right? That's what that's what you want, right? And you're willing to you're willing to look into a camera and say, "Oh yeah, all the love." Dude, do you remember that this dude's last resort to get away from you was to check out of life?
Wow. Molly, again, you said it again. Pathetic. Excuse me. You have no clue. Go watch the videos. You can see how much he loved her and how much she loved him. You're pathetic, Molly. Fucking pathetic.
You're going to tell me that you're living your best life knowing that the man you gave birth to his son, you love him so much, knowing that he'd rather be 6 feet under than be with you.
Wow. You know, Molly, I pray you never have to go through anything like this. Because once again, it had nothing to do with his love for Dre. It was Vaughn dealing with his own issues, his own demons. Any therapist, psychiatrist will tell you they don't think that far ahead, or they don't consider those aspects when they're considering an unalivement. They're dealing with their own issues, not someone else's, and not because of Dre or him. You're just sickening. You are just beyond fucking sickening. The stuff you spew out of that mouth. You know, you're on social media, you're on your YouTube probably 10, 13 hours a day. How do you have time for anything else? We could question that. Yeah, you put down how everybody else isn't a good wife or a good mother. And you are? And who states you are? Because you're always on YouTube Live. Nothing's off limits to you. But if somebody else puts their life on, oh, they're no good, they're trash. Yeah, like I said, this is self-reflection, Molly.
Let me tell you something. If my husband did that, I'd be fucking pissed. I would be more than pissed. I'd be devastated. I would demand answers. Just remember.
Demand answers from who? If it was your husband who tried to unalive himself and was in a coma, how are you going to get answers from him? You're an idiot. And you know what? I pray you never have to go through this. Because I do believe what you said. You'd be so angry, you'd never forgive him. You'd probably abandon him. Dre hasn't. She's been there around the clock with Vaughn taking care of him. She refuses to give up hope that he's going to wake up. She gets excited with every little improvement. How dare you say that stuff? You can see the love, and just you can even hear it when she speaks about him. All this woman wants is her husband back, her children's father back. You're sick. You're just sick. You're twisted, man. I mean, I can't even believe the stuff you're saying. I'm sorry I keep saying the same stuff, but it is just mind-boggling, and I can't make it make sense. The woman knows what she's doing, and she knows how she lies and manipulates, and she's okay with it. But she's mother and wife of the year? Oh, honey, please look in that mirror.
We demand answers from you. Why did you take his wallet? Why did you take his phone? Why did you take his computer?
That's none of your business. None of your business. Get it? Why did you be an escort when you were married? Why do you get on YouTube and lie? And how come she's got to answer questions, but you guys don't have to in this story that you made up? I see. Everybody else got to, but God forbid if you guys are asked. Sorry. Not sorry. Wow.
Why was he screaming at you? Why was he telling you that he did not want to take that cray?
Go watch the whole video. Not clips and not what other people send you. Do some work yourself for a change. Go watch the whole clips. And honey, I've heard you yelling at your husband and your husband yelling at you plenty of times on your YouTube Live. I've heard how you talk to your son and to Princess and to everybody around you. Wow. You know, couples have ups and downs. Couples have disagreements. It's building a life together, building a marriage. But then, you know, I guess you wouldn't know much about that because all you do is sit on your computer on YouTube Live.
Why? And you kept on giving it to him. You knew that he never had seizures before.
That's not true. That's not true. None of what you just said is true. Vaughn was in with the holistic treatments for his seizures. They did not cause his seizures. This K did not cause his seizures. I mean, your sidekick Justin backs co-signs all this crap you're saying about Kay, but then he goes on his channel and he sells the stuff and tells people to use that they should use it. I've seen him do it. Talk about a hypocrite. You know, on one hand, it's good for you, but not good for her because you needed to spin this to make a story so you could incite hate and harassment of this poor woman who's dealing with the worst thing that could ever happen to her. You're a joke, Molly.
And you kept on giving it to him. And then,
yes, he willingly kept on taking it. And again, it's holistic treatments. A lot of people use them. And a lot of it works for different things. But you don't know nothing about it because you don't do no research.
You didn't think that he was going to yell at you and say, I don't want to take this stuff anymore. You kept on giving it to him. He was pleading for help. And we saw your face when his face was lighting up, as thin as a rail. The only time we saw him smile.
He was pleading for help? Are you insane? Are you truly insane? I mean, you've got to be to say this stuff. Wow. You know, people hear the way you talk to your son and husband and how your husband speaks to you. People could say that there's issues there. Then what, Molly? Oh, they don't know because they don't live with you, right? Well, in your case, you're on YouTube Live most of the day. So, yeah, unfortunately, people know.
Was when he was talking about seeing his family. Dre, go look at that video. Go look at the look on your face. You were seething with anger. Keep going.
What video are you talking about? Are you in another world somewhere? Because the videos I've seen, she was happy about it. She wasn't angry like you, mad, fit to be tied, as you're saying. Wow. You really can spin it, huh? You need to go watch them videos yourself and take your own advice.
Keep lying to yourself. I'm reading you, girl, and you can't take it. Pinning.
What? Yeah, you need to keep lying to yourself because that's what you're doing and to everybody else. And can't fake it. This woman is going through something horrific. I think she's holding it together pretty good. Wow. But you fake all the time, don't you, Molly? Like I said, in my opinion, and I'll say it again and again, this video is more self-reflection about you.
You down.
If me going public with his condition equates to getting help for me so that I can help him and take care of him.
You can't take care of him.
We talked about showing like
where is
he
he?
would have like the last July.
What do you mean she can't take care of him? She has been. It's none of your business where he's at. But you do know that, and here you go trying to spin another narrative. Oh, didn't you try to put out there that the doctors released Vaughn into Dre's care and sent him home? Didn't you try to put that out there? Guess what? You'll never know. Because you don't deserve to know. It's not your business. But I doubt that. I do believe he's in a long-term care facility. Because I took care of people who were in vegetative states. It's hard.
It will be 2 years that he has had seizures. So,
oh,
like maybe how
gee, how did that happen? People, out of the blue?
You know, kind of what I go through. Because although he has seizures, like I'm the one that's really taking care of him every time he sees.
Not anymore.
You know, I'm the one always having to run him to the hospital. I'm the one that's always, and not just one hospital.
But wait a minute. You just said that she couldn't take care of him and ask where he's at, and now you're admitting that she was taking care of him, but not anymore. Molly, stop.
Always having to go to different doctors.
Again, with the self-reflection, because it's always about you.
Yep, like it's different in a
gaslight us
than the person that's actually
come on, gaslight us.
You're the queen of gaslighting.
No, and he was absolutely okay with it because it might provide some insight to
Gaslight
what it
us.
looks like from a
Yeah,
caregiver's
you should
perspective.
know because you're a queen
Gaslight
of
us some
My
gaslighting.
husband wouldn't mind me sharing something so personal because
Uh-huh.
it helps us. And we
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants
She's
us
not
to be
lying
helped.
or being
So
dishonest.
thank you
She's
for
not
all
In
gaslighting
that
that you do
shape,
for
anybody.
us.
I don't think
When you
so.
see stuff on social media, please don't bring
See,
it my
that's what
way.
you're jealous of. Dre didn't have to gaslight. Dre didn't have to lie and misinform to get views and clicks like you do.
I don't care.
Yes, you do.
The only thing that I'm concerned with
Yes, you
is
do.
my husband being well.
No, you don't.
All my time,
All you
all
care
my love,
about,
all my energy goes.
all you care about is them checks, girl. And we know it.
Are you kidding me? Are you really freaking kidding me right now that you said something like that? Unbelievable. You're an idiot. You really truly are to make that kind of statement. Do you have any idea the kind of expenses she's having? You don't think she'd rather have her husband back than anything? That woman loves her husband. And she really thinks he's coming back. And God bless her for it. But how dare you? How dare you say this is about checks with her? You ran a fraud raiser. You raised money for people that shouldn't have got money raised for. You made how much off this fake story that you spun around? How dare you? She's got children to take care of and support. She's got Vaughn to take care of and support. She deserves every penny she can get. That's what the fundraising should have been for. Dre and the kids. Not for you guys. And not for his biological parents that weren't even in his life much. He was adopted and raised by his great-grandparents when he was very young. How dare you?
Don't try to gaslight us like we're stupid. Please.
If the shoe fits, and you're the gaslighter.
You think that you are gassing us up to believe you. And the narrative that you're posing towards us because you're a narcissist and you think that we're all stupid and we're going to believe your bullshit.
Wow. So now you can diagnose people as being a narcissist? Like I said, self-reflection. This isn't a narrative she's spinning. This is what's going on. You're the one who took and spun the narrative to suit you. You're the one that made up this whole story.
Please stop. Thanks.
To him.
You need to stop. That would be a blessing.
Anything else, what other
And I'm
people
not
do, that's
thanking
none of
you.
my business, so please don't bring it to me. I appreciate whenever you keep my videos positive and only bring positive things my way. My admins, they're blocking people that are just negative and want to dissect and feel like they are entitled to some answers. And in no way, shape, or form is anyone entitled to my personal business. What I share, that's because I choose to share, and what I don't is because I choose not to. Maybe a time and place for.
And that's the truth. And that's what you don't like. Dre is young, pretty. He's got a huge social media following. Got a husband that she truly loves and loves her. And you're jealous. You're jealous of any woman.
Other things will be addressed, and trust and believe. There will be a lot of things that I talk about as far as what I've gone through during this whole experience of my husband being.
Are you really trying to play it out as if you are the victim?
She is a victim in this case. It was her husband who did this, who tried to unalive himself. She was the one who was attacked and harassed and destroyed by you and your minions. So yeah, but she's not trying to say she's a victim. She's talking about her real story, the truth, not the narrative, the story you guys created, the real truth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, mine too, Molly. Shame on you.
The only thing that I am concerned about is my husband. So if you.
No, I think there's more things that you're concerned about. Can you explain to us why you constantly, and why are you dodging this? Why do you keep throwing daggers at Letitia?
What? Wait a minute. Whoa, that's a mouthful of misinformation. First off, she's not dodging anybody. She's choosing because of the way you people attacked her. You want to talk about dodging? You and Letitia have dodged everybody, have doxed people, have attacked people, have harassed people. Dre has done nothing. She's not thrown daggers at them. Excuse me, I had to cough. Sorry about that. But Dre has done nothing. They came for her. They started all this. You started all this. Wow. Molly, you're just... wow. Yeah, let's just keep going. Oh, by the way, shout out to Truth Seeker because this is the video Molly was commenting on. And she did a great... Truth Seeker, you did a great job. Everybody go check her out.
Miss Wynette and Mr. Malvon Sr. Why are you dodging that?
How is she attacking Mr. Jackson and Wynette? How did she throw dagger at them? I don't get how she threw one at Letitia. I haven't seen any attacks on them by Dre. But I've seen vice versa. And I've seen what you've done.
I just want to know. And you're conveniently leaving that out. Why are you doing that?
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing nothing but giving a bunch of misinformation and outright lying? Why don't you put the truth out, Molly? Because I don't even think at this point you yourself know what the truth is. Because you can't keep up with everything you've been talking about. So why are you doing this? Who put you in charge of attacking victims and victims' families and destroying them? You are not God.
I just want to know. Because you're really going out of your way. You're really going out of your way to attack these people.
How is Dre going out of her way to attack these people? Excuse me, sorry. How is Dre going out of her way to attack people? She hasn't done nothing. She hasn't been on social media. She didn't attack them on social media. The only thing she's ever done is tell the truth. But that's not what any of you could say. Wow. Are you kidding me? Who is she attacked, Molly? Who is she attacked?
You're having other people do it for you.
This is, again, self-reflection. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Molly, you have incited your followers in your chats to make hundreds of phone calls, to stalk and harass and hate on her. Are you kidding me? Her family, everything. Wow. I'm sorry I'm getting upset, but oh my God.
To destroy these people that have done nothing to you. And furthermore, they've walked on eggshells for you to be extra nice.
What? Wow. What planet are you on? Wow. When are they walked on eggshells and been extra nice in this whole mess? Letitia sure hasn't been. Not a bit. Neither Mr. Jackson either. I mean, they haven't done nowhere near what Letitia has, but they have sat back and co-signed all this outright lying you're doing and all the attacking and destroying of Dre you've done. So, okay, they're being extra nice. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That's what they should have done. They should have stayed away from you and off social media with this and worked as a family and been there and been supportive. But they chose not to do that. Instead, they chose to say they needed money for lawyers they didn't need because they didn't tell anybody they didn't have any parental rights and that he's a grown man and married and that his wife did nothing. And they kept the narrative going and got so much money. But when anybody asked a question or wanted transparency, because they feel like they've been lied to or misled and some wanted refunds, which they're entitled to, you all attacked, harassed, and doxxed to no ends. You had people from doing other channels on it. Come on. This is just mind-boggling.
And you've lied about them? You've went out of your way to hurt them?
How has she lied about them and went out of her way to hurt them? Even Miss Wynette, Miss Jackson, the stepmother, said that after their visit, Dre did reach out to them and they didn't respond. Of course, till weeks later on one of your lives, conveniently, for the drama. And because you were putting their Cash App up and they could get sympathy and get more donations. Come on, the way you guys played this was sick. Dre did nothing to these people.
And I'm just sitting here like, dude, what is this woman trying to do?
You read stuff and you whatever. I mean, that's your business, but just don't bring it my way. I would appreciate that.
You're a liar.
People do. I'm not concerned with.
Like I said, again, self-reflection, Molly. How is she lying? She's always been like this. This is Dre. She's being her true self. She's not the one making it up as you go along like you did. Yeah.
Other people say.
I think you're a liar.
I'm only concerned with what? My husband and my family.
No. If you were concerned with your husband, you wouldn't be throwing rocks at his family.
What? Okay, now you're telling the woman she's a liar about how she feels? You know how she feels? I think not. Excuse me. And how is she throwing rocks at his biological family, whom he didn't have much of a relationship with? And when he did try to have a relationship with his biological mother, Letitia, she did him dirty. You can watch the video of Vaughn, in his own words, tell you about her. And he didn't have no relationship with his dad his whole life. Yeah, there was a couple phone calls before this happened. But Vaughn himself was even in Georgia for a couple weeks and didn't have no contact with his biological family. So, that was Vaughn's own choosing. Watch for yourself.
You would have allowed his entire family to go and see him. And you never did that.
Mr. Jackson did go. Eventually, after enough money was collected, Letitia went and is still collecting money. But no one else has attempted, and no one's attempted to go back. And they attacked Dre on social media. And they've co-signed all this crap you and your minions have done. If I was Dre, I wouldn't let him in either. I'm sorry, but at this point, after everything they've done, no. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. That may be wrong, but it's just my opinion. But don't blame Dre here.
You never did that. And you're using other people that are getting nothing out of it. You're just using them. You're not paying them.
Again, self-reflection. Because, Molly, that's exactly what you've done. You've used other people continuously. And you've done it in this case, too, with Dre. How is she using other people? She's staying out of social media.
You're not promising them. You're not doing anything for these people. You're manipulating people to go after these poor people that have done nothing to deserve it.
Are you kidding me? Molly, you really just described yourself. because that's exactly what you've done. Exactly what you've done. You and Letitia and Justin and LB and Goose, and at times Mr. Jackson, he's got a hand in this too. You guys have done exactly that, not Dre.
You got a woman in the hospital twice. You got another woman who.
Oh, please. Stop with the antics of the hospitals because of the stress. There's no stress when you're going into someone else's Facebook group and going into a post and commenting, flipping people off and telling them to go get effed and they're dumb and stupid. Out of nowhere, she jumped into that and did it for hours, and it's not the first time. I've read the way she talked to people on Facebook, even the admins of that group. She's not the naive, little sweet mommy you're portraying her to be. We've all seen that.
In tears, you got a father who doesn't know what to do. Why would you do that? And you.
His biological father was not a part of Vaughn's life. Vaughn did not. Dre didn't even know them. They didn't know Dre. I mean, they met her maybe once or twice. They didn't know their child. And when he did arrive at the hospital, Dre was clearly confused at who was there. She thought it was Letitia and Mr. Jackson. She didn't know that it was Wynette, the stepmother. They weren't a part of their lives. So you're dramatizing this, saying this effect is more than it is. Because they know what to do. And they chose not to do it. They chose instead to get the donations because this is not about Vaughn. And there never was no justice because no crime was ever committed. This ended up being about the donations. And they still ask for money. And you're trying to push this narrative again because it's been all about the money for you. Mrs. Oh, I won't make no money. I won't make no money off this story. I've got video of you saying that. And then I have video of you bragging and showing your YouTube checks. Come on. Not to mention your Patreon, everything. You need to stop. Because this has never been about loving and caring about Vaughn. Number one, you don't even know the man. You don't even know Miss Letitia. Have you ever physically met her? No. I don't believe you talk to her half as much as you claim. Because we all know you're the queen of misinformation.
You laugh about it. You get some pleasure out of hurting people.
Wow, Molly. Are you looking in the mirror? Because I don't see Dre laughing, but you always do. You say some really sick shit about people, about victims and their families, and then you laugh about it. Yeah.
What kind of person are you? And then you want to claim?
That's what we're trying to figure out, what kind of person you are to do this. Because it takes a special person to want to spew all this hate. Just downright hate and incite hate against someone that you don't even know and never met. And you created a story that wasn't even there.
That you're some child of Jehovah and that Jehovah's behind you? I see Satan. That's what I see.
What? Wow.
To like take care of my 3 children while being here at the hospital, especially while eating the way we do, that's a lot of work, you know?
Work to eat the way you do? These children are malnourished. Any fool can see that.
Wow. Any fool? Are you serious? Those kids are not malnourished. They were always cooking and eating. And yeah, Molly, something you wouldn't know nothing about, cooking from scratch like she did, does take time. She's got 3 kids to take care of. And a husband in the hospital, so yeah. Wow, I can't believe you said that. Yeah, I can, because you've hit the ultimate low of lows by making these statements. You really have. You really have. You can't even leave your house to go to your son's game or practice. You said that yourself. Come on.
I can't believe what you are doing to these kids. I feel terrible for these kids.
the weight, I don't even want to say the weight that I have is heavy because it's not.
What is she doing to these kids? These kids are happy, healthy, thriving. They're very respectable. What is she doing to these kids? And who made you judge of every mother on this earth? You don't like it when someone says something about you being a mom? She's hands-on. She cooks for her kids. She does stuff with her kids. Yeah.
I go to God in prayer and I ask him for help. So
Please stop talking about God. Please. Please. Please.
I don't feel.
Why, Molly? You do it all the time. She's very religious. She always has been. She's always stated that. She's allowed to, by the way. Make you uncomfortable a little bit.
Burden. I don't feel weighed down. I don't feel like this is too much for me because
This is a vanity piece. This is all about her. This is not about Marvin.
I pray to Jehovah and I ask him, here, carry this for me.
Have you not been watching this at all or paying attention? Because, usually when you're on your lives, you're not paying attention or you're bored with what's going on the screen because you're rude as fuck. But she's telling a whole story, a real story here.
And I don't take it back. When I give him my problems, when I give him my issues, when I give him my burdens, I don't take it back. I let him handle it. Today, the daily text, if you download JW
She's not normal.
library,
Why? There is a lot of people that do that. What's wrong with that? What she just said is not normal? Wow. Like I said, self-reflection. In the mirror, honey. In the mirror.
read at the top, examining the scriptures daily. And so you'll get like.
All right, girlfriend, I'm going to give you a number for a girl named Michelle Sabate. I think you girls would get along very well.
One scripture, one verse every day with like a comment.
And again, she has to slide in Michelle because she wants those views and clicks and she knows she's not supposed to talk about her anymore. So, come on, really? Please.
I'm not
So
interested.
today, it was about King Asa and how he was a king. He turned to Jehovah
Well,
for help.
we know you're
There
not
was
interested in
1
anything
Not
else but truth.
interested.
1 million soldiers that
We
were
know
going
that.
to attack him and his people. And he turned to Jehovah and he won. He was protected. So in the same sense,
Your
whatever
antics and dramatics
satanic attacks
are
that people
childish.
try to bring
Very
my way,
childish.
I know I'm protected. And as I stated before, the only person I need to ask for forgiveness for over my past mistakes and my stupidity is my Father in heaven. And I've already done that. And so when he forgives, he also forgets. He doesn't hold the things that you've done in your past against you. He doesn't keep a record of all the.
Listen,
Do we have to?
you preaching anything or giving advice on anything is just toxic. People that are listening, don't take her advice.
Toxic? Again, you got that mirror closed, don't you? Self-reflecting again, Molly?
On anything, please.
Mistakes
Yeah,
that you
you
make.
shouldn't
That's
give
why
anybody
it's
advice.
so
And you claim to
beautiful
be a
have a
life coach.
relationship
That's
with the
even
Almighty
sicker.
Creator, because he doesn't hold it over you. Like back in 2018, back in 2019, you
You
did.
tell no one to take Dre's advice. But have you ever watched your antics, your dramatics, and you claim to be a life coach? Well, that's messed up, because,
Absolutely
All right, what is with the personality changes?
not. Jehovah is proud of me for making his name known.
That's what we ask about you all the time. Because, man, you can flip so fast with different stuff. We ask that a lot. Self-reflecting again.
Hashtag Jehovah will not shine. Jehovah
Holy crap!
is proud of me that I'm putting him first in my life,
He doesn't like you.
and that my.
Who are you to say that someone... Who are you to say that? That's her God. That's who she chooses to pray to. Who are you to say that he doesn't like her? You're really pathetic. I mean, just...
Concern is with things that matter, like my family. My family matters. Anything else, please don't tell me on my videos. Please don't try to let me know. If you feel like you have to say something, send a message or send an email. I have my admin, my assistant that checks all messages. All messages get read, I promise you. So send it to her and she will see fit on how to respond to it,
Oh, so now you have an assistant.
Leave the hospital, and
Jealous, Molly? You claim to have so many. You don't vet none of your sources because you have everybody else give you information and you're happy to put out misinformation. I'm sure she does have an admin that checks the messages. She has a large following on Facebook. She's not spewing misinformation. You are.
Yeah. So I love you guys, and again, I really, really appreciate the love and positivity and support. That's what I'm going to choose to focus on. It's the fact that people know my character and people trust that I will always make decisions that are beneficial to my family. Just like the daily text yesterday. You know, Jesus and Jehovah, what they do is make decisions that are beneficial for his people, for us. And we are required as family heads to do the same thing, to put others ahead of ourselves. This is not take care of yourself, take care of yourself. No, 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 no. A family head needs to think about other people,
doing her usual, not paying attention.
especially children. And right now, my family head is in a coma. I got some real life, serious stuff that I'm dealing with. So
You sure do, girl. And here you are with a full face of makeup and a wig.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with someone wanting to look good? When you look good, you feel good about yourself. You start your day out right. What's wrong with getting up and no matter what? My husband was in a coma in intensive care. And I did my makeup and hair right there in his hospital room in the morning. You got to do what you need to do for yourself as well because you have to be healthy and strong to be there for that person. She's not doing nothing wrong. You know, she cares what she looks like. She like Vaughn to see her looking good. Not always looking like she's been sitting in the same clothes for 20 hours.
I love you guys, and
Sure you do.
watch this video with me too.
Yeah, she probably does.
Oh, you're a mess, girl.
Other than that,
How is she
You
a mess?
are a
we are
mess.
covered again in Jesus' blood.
Self-reflecting
Blah,
again,
blah,
Molly.
blah, blah,
And
blah, blah.
I am
You got that
living
mirror close by, don't
a
you?
very good life. Despite our circumstances and our situation,
Uh-huh.
me and my children are happy because we rely.
Oh my God, she's on another planet. I
I'll go
can't.
live later because I got so many good things for you guys.
Yeah, there she
I love
goes.
you, and have a good night.
She's unbelievable. I can't. I just can't with this one. She is out of control.
She's out of control. Okay. How is she out of control? Number one, this is an old video here that you're commenting on too. But how is she out of control? She's not the one attacking people, making video after video after video, harassing, inciting hate, and destroying someone. She's not doxing people. She hasn't done anything. She's done absolutely nothing. Like I said, in my opinion, this video was totally her looking in the mirror and self-reflecting because a lot of what she said is what she does.
She is the worst, one of the most out of control people. You know what? So help you God. So help you God. I gotta go.
So help you God. Everything you just said, you just described yourself to a T. To a T. Well, guys, thanks for listening. If you leave me your comments, let me know what you think. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks again. Till next time.